Good evening. I'm Erica Sargent with breaking news from the CBS 2 newsroom. We're about to hear from the father of Natalie Raanan. Natalie and her mother, Judith, have been held hostage for nearly 2 weeks by Hamas. They were released earlier today, and tonight Natalie's father, Uri, is speaking for the first time at a news conference in the northern suburbs. Let's listen in.
Waiting for this moment for a long time, for 2 weeks. I haven't been sleeping for 2 weeks. Tonight I'm going to sleep good. I spoke with my daughter earlier today. She sounds very good. She looks very good. She was very happy, and she's waiting to come home. Her mother has a little scratch on her hand, but she told me it's nothing. She's okay. I spoke earlier with President Biden. I thank him for his concern, for his helping with the release of them. And he was very, very nice. I spoke with Governor Pritzker, and he was nice, and I thank him very much for his effort. And hopefully I'm going to see them next week. Next week is Natalie's birthday on the 24th, and we're going to celebrate her birthday here in my home.
Sir, tell us about the emotions of this moment, the phone call you got, and just what you felt in that moment.
Okay, I did not get a phone call. First of all, I got lots of pictures from the TV in Israel. They showed the release of them, and later I got a phone call from the IDF. They told me they're going to meet them, and then they're going to call me. After they met them, they called me, and I spoke with my daughter then.
Uri, on that phone call with your daughter, was she able to tell you anything about her ordeal, what she's endured these past 2 weeks?
No, she did not tell me anything. But she told me they treat her nice, and she was very good.
What are you looking forward to most when you first see your daughter?
I'm sorry?
What are you looking forward to most when you first see your daughter?
I'm going to hug her and kiss her, and it's going to be the best day of my life.
Can you describe what it's been like to wait and not know?
There was situation. I did not sleep at night, and my head always been in Israel. Lots of phone calls in Israel, lots of TVs. I've been glued to the TV for 2 weeks, hoping for good news. Finally it came.
Did your ex-wife say the same thing, that they were treated well and that...
I did not speak with my ex-wife.
Okay. But as far as you know, they weren't mistreated or in any way?
They did not talk about it, but they look good. They look good and sound very good. Very happy.
Did you think this moment would happen? Did you ever lose hope these last couple of weeks?
I did not lose hope.
What kept you going?
Praying and just waiting for this moment.
Can you tell us about Natalie and what makes her special?
She's an 18 years old teenager, typical American teenager, care about her nails, about her hair, about her fashion, but she sounds very, very, very good.
What now from here, as far as you understand it? What is the process to get her back to the U.S.?
I think just to get a ticket and fly back.
And we're thinking next week, early next week? Or
I'm not sure yet. I have to talk with Natalie, but I believe next week, early next week.
So they will fly here, you won't go?
They'll fly here and I'll meet them here in the airport.
Sir, just more on the emotions of this moment. I mean, when you realize this was happening, my daughter is fine, my ex-wife is fine, they are free, what was in your heart?
Big relief, big relief. I thank God, and I hope for release of the other hostages.
What was the first thing you said to your daughter?
Told her I love you, I miss you very much. And I spoke to her for a minute or two, but it was very, very emotional.
What did you and the president talk about? What did he say?
I just thank him for his effort. He told me he knows how I feel. is working on the release of other hostages, American hostages. And that's it.
You have a message for the families of the other hostages, people unaccounted for.
I say pray and hope for good. I'm sorry, I can't hear.
How does it feel knowing that they were the first two to be released?
It was the best feeling. It was the best feeling.
Can you introduce us to these lovely ladies behind you?
My wife, Paola, my sister, Sigal, and my stepdaughter, Frida.
Did anybody want to? Did any of you want to speak?
Sigal, you have
Say something to
absolutely.
I'm so happy you're coming. I'm so happy you're finally coming home. We've all missed you so much. We hoped you were alive and safe, and we know you're so brave and strong, and that's how you and your mom made it through this.
Can you say your name? Yeah, can you spell your name quickly?
Frida, FridaAlonso.
And how old are you?
19.
Paola, you want to say something?
I don't know, I love Natalie so much. I have faith in the world, I have faith in peace, and I want to thank everybody who was involved in bringing them back safe. I cannot express how happy we are. I think it's the best day of our lives. Yeah.
Sigal?
Natalie and Judith, we love you so much, and we couldn't wait to see you here. We're going to see you hopefully next week, and we're going to celebrate. We're going to have a big party, and we're going to hug you and kiss you. And we're just going to, this is a small joy in our family, but hopefully for all the other hostages and all the other families, just keep praying, and hopefully good news will come.
Could you say and spell your
Yes, Sigal, S-I-G-A-L, and the last name Raanan. Sorry, Zamir, Z-A-M-I-R.
and the same with you, please? Would you mind saying your name?
P-A-O-L-A, Raanan. Raanan, yeah.
Can you talk about what this trip was supposed to mean to Natalie and her mom, and what it kind of became and their personal connection to Israel?
Natalie, the last time she was in Israel was 4 years ago. The last time Natalie was in Israel was 4 years ago. She went to celebrate her grandmother's 85th birthday and for the holiday to Israel. And she was very, very happy to go to Israel. And she went to the kibbutz to be with her grandmother for 3 days, and then that's where they captured her.
Sir, do you have any indication why Judith and Natalie, they are the first? Why them on this day?
I have no idea.
There were reports that it was a humanitarian effort, that Judith wasn't in good health. Have you gotten any information along those lines?
She got a scratch in her hand, but it was something very minor.
So nothing to those reports
No,
that you
no.
are aware of?
No.
Have you had those moments where you think, like, how, to some degree, lucky that must feel? Like, sort of, why me, when there are so many other families who would give anything?
I think it's just a matter of luck. I have no idea.
Have they been reunited with any family there, or just with the IDF and in their hands?
Just with the IDF.
Do you know if they were kept together when they were?
I think so. I'm not positive.
Have you been in touch with other hostages' families?
I've been in touch with one grandmother that her son is held captured there. She lives close by, and we've been talking for a couple times and be praying for the returns.
Sir, do you know where they are right now? Are they at the U.S. Embassy, or are they with the Israelis?
They are with Israelis. Yes.
What message would you send to another hostage's family?
Just to keep praying and hope for the best.
Do you know where Natalie and her mom are now?
No, I do not know.
You have other family in Israel, and are they currently safe?
I have other family in Israel. I have 2 sisters and cousins, and I do have other families.
Thank you, sir.
I thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have been listening to the father of Natalie Raanan, Uri Raanan, calling today the best day of his life, knowing that his daughter and her mother, Judith, were set free from Hamas and taken to Israel. You were also hearing from several family members who echoed that sentiment, saying just how thankful they are that both of them are safe. Now, the father is saying that he spoke to his daughter just for a few minutes, but already relieved to know that she sounded good. He said she looked good and she was ready to come home. This happening just a mere 5 days before her birthday, October 24th, which he says that he hopes to celebrate with her. Their intentions are for Natalie and her mother to fly home to this area, to the Chicago area soon, and they hope to see them next week. Now, we did confirm with the father that she was in Israel to celebrate the holiday, but also to celebrate the birthday of her grandmother, 85 years old, and just being there for 3 days, this is what happened. Judith, the mother, and Natalie, the daughter, taken hostage by Hamas and being there for nearly 2 weeks, and then we hear today that they are set free. Now, the father did say that he first learned about this because he saw pictures coming out of Israel and then received a call from IDF, Israel Defense Forces, confirming that. We also learned that the Red Cross played an instrumental role in this. They received medical exams from them, and they also helped get them from Gaza to Israel. And as Natalie's father said, Judith seemed to be in good shape as well. We'll learn more, of course, but only hearing that she had a scratch on her hand. Now, coming up tonight at 10, we will have more information from Natalie's brother, Ben. Ben Raanan is actually in Tel Aviv, hoping to reunite with his mother and sister soon. So our Charlie DeMar is working that part of the story, and you'll have much more on that. Continue to stay with us here on the stream. We'll bring you additional updates as we get them. And again, tonight on the CBS 2 News at 10.